You're watching KARK with Denise Whitaker and Bob Clausen. This is News 4 Arkansas at 6.
10 years ago tonight, Arkansans sat horrified as they watched the news and learned of the brutal killings of 3 boys at West Memphis.
After disappearing the night before, police discovered their 3 bodies the afternoon of May 6, 1993. Now, on the 10th anniversary of the notorious West Memphis murders, News 4 Arkansas's Lyndall Stout is here to examine what happened then, or at least what we know happened then, and also why some actually believe that the killer is still out there.
Okay, Bob and Denise. Well, of course, the West Memphis case is legendary. For some, it all ended when the accused were sent to prison. For others, that moment was just the beginning. The victims: Christopher Byers, Michael Moore, Stevie Branch, all 8 years old. All neighbors in this West Memphis subdivision. They played together, disappeared together, died together.
This was such a horrible crime.
This is the creek where the bodies of the 3 little boys were discovered. To this day, the debate continues over whether they were actually murdered here or killed at another location and later brought here. No one debates the brutality. The boys found naked in the water, their hands and feet tied, their bodies beaten, cut, stabbed, one even castrated. The crime sent a panic through West Memphis.
Who would ever do something like what was done to these 3 little boys?
Police immediately began looking for the answer.
We had, I want to say, 14, 15 investigators working this case.
Rumors spread through the religious community. Was it the work of the devil?
Unfortunately, 10 years ago, it was widely believed and widely held by law enforcement that cults were responsible for basically all the missing children.
Days turned into weeks, still no arrest.
There was tremendous pressure on the police to get this wrapped up.
Paranoia grew.
There were some wild rumors floating around about what had happened, and a lot of it wasn't true, but the truth was bad enough.
District Judge John Fogelman served as a Crittenden County deputy prosecutor at the time. One evening, while working on another case, a call from Inspector Mike Allen.
They said, "We've got them. We know who they are."
After hours of questioning, Jesse Miskelly Jr., a borderline mentally retarded 17-year-old, had confessed. A confession his father says came after intense pressure from police.
They cussed him, pulled a chair out from under him, spit in his face, stepped on his hand.
At this point, he's saying, he's thinking to himself, nothing I can say is going to deter these folks. And I didn't have anything to do with this, but they're not going to take no for an answer.
Miss Kelly recanted the confession the next day, but had already implicated 2 other teens. 18-year-old Damian Eccles, who wore black and read books on witchcraft, and his friend, 16-year-old Jason Baldwin, who listened to heavy metal music. All 3 arrested, all 3 tried, all 3 convicted. Miss Kelly and Baldwin sentenced to life in prison without parole. Eccles, the death penalty. The case may have been forgotten had it not been for a pair of HBO documentary filmmakers. Tonight at 10, we'll take a look at how their movie grabbed the attention of the world and raised doubts about the guilt of the 3 teens who became known as the West Memphis Three. Bob and Denise.
All right, very interesting, Lyndall.
We'll see you tonight at 10.
Okay.
Thanks.